Indeed, and we're joined by the Liverpool boss now, Arne. Thank you so much for joining us. That was, I imagine, a roller coaster of emotions, but how proud are you of your team for the resilience they showed and how they picked up that vital win today?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of similarities between our game against City, where we faced a team that is so good in ball possession. And have some great wingers as well that dominate the 1v1 situation. So I already knew, I said it I think before the game, we will not dominate ball possession over here.
Are you surprised by how the difference in ball possession though? Because they were probably about three quarters.
They take the risk of go 1v1 all over the pitch, and that's the only thing I can blame my players, that I think there were 3, 4, 5, 6 times where we played through them. And it was completely open, and I think, but that has maybe also to do with being tired or having to defend so much that then the last touch should be better. But that's sometimes difficult if you already defended so much.
You talked about expecting them to have more ball possession, but how impressed were you with them in terms of the way that they kind of dominated big spells of the game, and especially, like you said, the 1v1 situations in this game?
We came here with them having 10 wins in a row, scoring goal after goal after goal. If you look at the underlying stats, they were number 1 in the Champions League as well, so they ended up 15 or 16. But all the underlying stats show you that they were number 1, and they've played Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Bayern Munich, Manchester City, and one I forget, but it was Arsenal, of course. So to have the best underlying stats, if you faced that quality, tells you a lot. And so much space up front, midfielders that are so much quality on the ball that, for us the only way over here with their fans behind them was to defend as we did. And now we are hoping, of course, that our fans at Anfield will help us a lot.
You don't have to hope that will happen. What I want to say
that's also what we need. But we first need them on Saturday, because the boys had to dig really hard and deep to get this performance over the line. So we will need Anfield 2 times.
And what did you say to them at half-time? Getting into half-time was such a pivotal moment because Liverpool were under a lot of pressure in that first half. What did you do, or what did you change at half-time?
We changed the way we defended a little bit. So we had 2 ideas to defend, because they always go with 3 defenders and then a lot of rotation in the midfield and always have 2 players wide. So in the first half we asked Lucio Diaz to press a bit more. In the second half he just had to follow Hakimi. So I think in the end that helped us a bit, but I also showed them that we had 2 set pieces where we created 2 good chances from, and the Traoré won his duels, and if he squares it better, it's one-on-one for Lucio. So I said, I've told you how good they are. But don't forget, there are more chances than you think, but you have to keep on working really hard.
Two questions for you. Have you ever played in a game or managed a team where you've come out of it and you've gone, how did we get out of here without a win? But also with a goalkeeper that has played at that level?
No, I don't think I've worked with a goalkeeper that has played at this level, which is normal because he's the best in the world. So I had some very good players as a manager, but never had the best goalkeeper in the world, and that I think he is. He showed that today. I did experience once or twice we had to defend so much, but normally you come away down with a 1-0 loss or 2 or 3-0. That didn't happen a lot though. But to go away with a win over here was probably a bit more than we deserved.
I just want to ask you quickly, sorry Reshman, how proud are you of the substitutions? Everybody comes on. I mean, this isn't a fluke. You know, your substitutions have all made impacts all throughout the season. The likes of Endo, Harvey tonight, Curtis, everybody comes on and does something Darwin, to help the team. Darwin,
and Darwin was in a difficult place after the Villa game and after I think it was one other game, home game against Wolves. But he showed again how important he can be. And Harvey, I said after the game, I assume you are quite frustrated about me because you hardly play and then you only get 5 minutes again tonight. But it's not only a compliment to them, it's also a compliment to our staff, because every day after we've played, they have to train these players, and they always find the great exercises, so they keep going. But it's a big compliment to the players as well that they want to be there for the team if needed, and they showed up today.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, such an incredible team effort. Can I just say, in commentary, Rio described Alisson's performance as a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
That was only in the first half, wasn't it?
No, it was second half.
It was 11 out of 10 at the end.
Was it?
But I do agree with you. He was outstanding, and I also saw the facts. But in the second half, if I'm correct, but please correct me if I'm wrong, I think most shots of them were outside
the box.
Yeah. And it's then their quality that they hit the ball like they do. Because in the first half they had 3 or 4 open chances. It was, you were waiting for them to score. Second half they were still threatening us a lot, but the shots were
from distance.
Still needed to be saved.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and they were indeed, and that's exactly what you needed. Arne, thank you so much.
Very much.
Really great performance. Look forward to next week. All the best. Arneman giving Harvey Elliott a bit of a cuddle there.
Young player, young
Deserved
English player.
as well. Look at that. Well done, mate. Well done.
You know what? When you get a young player who's been waiting for their chance, he's a talent everyone's talked about for a long time. He's a young English player. You want to get moments and opportunities in football, and you get one like this, and he comes and takes it with both hands.
Brilliant, isn't it? Brilliant. Darwin Núñez does really well. Puts it onto Harvey's left foot, and where Alisson Becker was outstanding, Donnarumma just wasn't up to it, and he couldn't get a shot past. Couldn't save Harvey's shot.
Yeah, good old Harvey. Let's hear from him now. He's with Jules.
Harvey, I can see just from the smile on your face. Wow, what an end to that game. How have you done that?
It's full credit to the team, to be honest. You can see they become a little bit tired towards the end. Speaking about PSG, and that was due to the team's work rate. They were creating many chances, PSG, but obviously thanks to this man and the defence, it was a very solid game defensively, I thought. It was just down to me to put the opportunity away and thankfully winning.
Alisson, you haven't faced many teams this season that have had that many shots at your goal. Was that your best personal performance of the season?
Yeah, probably of my life, I think. so far, hopefully. No, the manager was telling us how hard it would be to play against PSG, how good they are with the ball. We have to be ready to suffer. So when you see the clips as well from the opponent, you know what is coming, so much quality on their side. But we as well, we work hard. Yeah, we gave away so many chances, but always with the player on the ball. Not so many times, some of them with 1v1, but the biggest part of the chase is always having someone to make the player who is having the chance have to think a little bit more. So it makes my job easier. All the efforts the team puts in, and at the end, like Harvey coming in and scoring the goal, it's unbelievable. A great story for us, a great night.
How would you describe his performance?
I got no words, to be honest. I mean, this guy, he's unbelievable. The best in the world, and each and every game he shows it. Keeps us in so many games. And then, like tonight, it's my opportunity to repay this man. Without him, I don't know where we would be. Hopefully he can keep putting them in, and hopefully we can keep finishing chances. But it was a great team performance.
Was this the best team you faced this season?
I think it's a really good team. We have still more time to come. Hopefully we can keep the results for the second game, and we can play a better game. We know that we have to improve for the game at home. And if we go through, we're going to play other teams that are really tough as well. But yeah, we have to recognize so much quality on the PSG team. With the ball, having possession, creating chances. Yeah, it was a tough night for us, but with a happy end.
Well done, guys. Enjoy it.
Very much. Thank you.
What scenes here at the Parc des Princes. If you're a PSG fan, you would not have expected this, because it was onslaught after onslaught from the Parisians. How on earth they didn't score earlier, we will never know, with that attacking array of talent on show. It was an incredible performance in the end, one of resilience from this Liverpool side. All about that young 21-year-old who we saw just a moment ago, Harvey Elliott. Look at him there. What a night for him. On the pitch for 47 seconds. First touch, and he gets the goal for Liverpool's first shot on target on the 87th minute. Rio Ferdinand and Steve McManaman, if that's not a smash and grab, I don't know what is.
I mean, it's crazy. This is football. It throws up so many different scenarios and results. There was no one on earth who would have been sitting here going, Liverpool will win this game in the way it was going. But you get a moment and you've got to take your moments. PSG didn't. They'll rue that. There are some fantastic opportunities today, but that man in the picture, he stood firm along with his teammates, but he was the main guy, made some outrageous saves, kept his team in it in big moments. And if you don't punish teams when they're weak, when they're ready to be there taken, you can get punished yourself. And that Harvey Elliott came on, Núñez, another substitute, made an impact. You have to say the substitutes in Liverpool were tremendous. They impacted the game. Liverpool take a smash and grab, but they'll take that all day long back to Anfield.
They will, absolutely. And that is the strength, isn't it, for this Liverpool side under Arne Slot. Steve McManaman, you were saying it pre-match, it's all about the substitutions for Slot.
Yes, I mean, it was an incredible result. Not an incredible performance. Second half, they knuckled down, worked hard, battled. But yes, the substitutions I thought were excellent yet again. Everybody played a part. Endo, Darwin Núñez sets up Harvey Elliott, and he gets the winner.
Is what counts, which means that they have this slender lead here in this first leg.
The goal scorer's doing a warm down, the poor thing. They've sent him back out to do a warm down. He should be sitting in a bath with a big cigar at the moment.
Shouldn't he just?
Yeah, he's out with
that's professionalism, that. Professionalism of the highest order.
Absolutely. Do you know, it's really funny because for a lot of this game, I think we all thought that we'd be stood here talking about how PSG scored, maybe didn't score, how Liverpool held on. But this is what we see. It's the best teams. They are always in it. And this is exactly what we saw from Liverpool, because they survived wave after wave after wave and then some of attacks from this PSG side, which should have scored. They could have been 2 or 3-0 and out of sight in the first half.
We forget the first half where they absolutely give us a masterclass, really, and they should have scored. It was down to their own failings, really. That's what it was. Second half was different. A lot of shots from outside the box, but the goalkeeper was outstanding. See, any other day, you'd think PSG would do enough to score a couple of goals today, but Liverpool were incredibly resilient. I can't wait for the manager to come out to see what he said to them at half-time, because they were much better in the second half. The pitch got slightly stretched, didn't it, the game, and Liverpool started to break, but defensively they were excellent. And, I mean, you keep going back to the man in yellow, the number one stopper. He was superb tonight, and he kept them in the game and got them the result, didn't he?
This Liverpool team seemed to me that they're a team that don't have to be at their best to win games, though. That's the thing, and that's scary for other teams. They don't have to be at their best. They find a way. They're resilient. They roll their sleeves up. They don't mind using a bit of luck, and they find someone like Becker on a day where, you know, who's going to be a hero? No one's mentioning him before the game, and all of a sudden he steps up and becomes that absolute hero in this team. But you've got to find different ways to win football games. You can't always be Mo Salah, and it can't always be pretty. Sometimes you've got to be ugly at times, and today they're coming out of here, and I know they're walking out and going, do you know what, got away with that one, but you'll take that.
And what a goal to win it. A big long ball from the goalkeeper. I mean, a 50, 60, 70 yard ball. Darwin Núñez does what he does best. Is aggressive up against Marquinhos and passes to this fella. Comes onto the pitch to Mo Salah, a dejected Mo Salah who didn't have his greatest night. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Every player who comes off for the substitutes bench, the manager says, go and make an impact. And they all did yet again. Harvey Elliott drifts wide, and you see as the play goes on, in 30 seconds he doesn't realise he's going to be the match winner.
But that's what it's about. Endo came on, had moments, done really, really well. Curtis Jones came on, kept the ball, to relieve pressure at times. And obviously Núñez comes on, plays a part in the goal. And then obviously Harvey Elliott scores. But I think Núñez came on and he gives them that little bit of rough and ready. Yes, he's not clean in all aspects of his game, but he gives you that little different point of reference where, like here...
Look, he's clever there, he's keeping himself on side.
Yep. And Marquinhos cleaned up every single ball in that first and second half until this point. And then there you go, clinical.
Two subs combined. What do you think about the goalkeeper, Ray? I
think he can do better. I think it's not in the corner. He gets his hand on it. His hand isn't strong enough. And we're talking about a goalkeeper at the other end. His hand was super strong today. Yeah,
this is the angle. It's not in the corner. He doesn't whip it right round. Look, Donnarumma's a big goalkeeper. Is he just slow to get down? If that was Alisson, that'd be saved. That'd be round the corner. I think wonderful finish.
He'll be disappointed, I think, watching that after Donnarumma.
You have to be.
He certainly will, because before that he didn't have a chance otherwise. But look at this. This is at half-time, by the way. Rio and I were getting ready to do a chat, and Macca was off talking to Harvey.
Yeah, what did you say? You know what you're saying there? Just put it in the bottom corner.
When you get your chance, open your body up and whip it round the corner. I said, I'll give you a cuddle after the end of the game when you get the winner.
And do you know what? All of it came true.
All of it came true, everybody.
Who would have thought, God, I tell you what, Mystic Meg or what?
But I'm thrilled to bits for him, absolutely thrilled to bits. He's a lovely kid, and he's deserved his moment in the sun, because he's had injuries this year where a lot of players have come on, the Curtis Jones, the Conor Bradleys, and got a lot of acclaim. This is his night. Of course, Alisson Becker will get all the glory, but it's a wonderful moment for Harvey Elliott. I'm thrilled.
It is. The poor thing's still out there as well, warming down as well.
I don't know if it's poor thing. They're singing his name over in that corner, so I don't know if you call him a poor thing.
They told him to go in 10 minutes ago. He's
still wants to stay out.
Staying out.
Well, someone who has gone in is Alisson, and rightly so. You needed a solid performance from a goalkeeper tonight because of the attacking threat that PSG provided. Every single moment in that first half, you had to be on red alert.
Yeah, I mean, he is
and
an
in the second half
goalkeeper,
as well.
isn't he? We know that. We've always known it. But he's never been worked as hard as he was tonight. And he stood up to everything that was thrown. I mean, that's a beautiful save. Low, down, agile. He's a big goalkeeper as well. But everything he punched, everything he stopped, it was cannons away from goal. I mean, and then the second half carried on. There was a lot more shots like this, but equally outstanding. This was the one I really liked, because it was a bit like some of the goals from last night at Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. He cuts in onto his right foot. This one here, and whips it round a number of bodies, and he can't see it. And this is the angle, Ray, isn't it? Yeah. Look at this.
It's a ridiculous save. And it's the most saves he's ever made in a game for Liverpool. And what's the great thing about it? He made all of them saves and moments in this game that many of them were very difficult. He made them look so easy, and that's a sign of a top-class goalkeeper. He's not about frills and making like outrageous moments in games. He does what needs to be done at the right times, and he puts points on the board for his team.
Yeah, pure efficiency, isn't it? He just does it without any. And you know, the Salahs, the Diaz's, the ones who score the goals get all the glory. But Liverpool gave the ball away a lot tonight, and the 1-0 and his performance and Harvey Elliott's goal has masked the performance of Liverpool tonight, because they give the ball away a fair bit. But I mean, to get over the line here on a night like this, I mean, they're still dangerous at Anfield because they've got really, really good players. And they surprised me how good they were tonight, PSG. Very impressed with them.
I will not be surprised in within the next 2 or 3 years, if they go out this in the next tie, that this club will win this Champions League. If they keep this nucleus of players together and the manager and growing it the way they are, they're going to be a threat.
So impressive. Okay, at half-time, it is goalless here at the Parc des Princes. I think we're all wondering how.
Somehow, I mean, Liverpool are living on the edge, aren't they? They are living very dangerously. If you want a warning, you have 45 minutes of it. They have to improve. Here's the goal that was disallowed, Kvaratskhelia, and you see, I mean, talk about fortune. They get away with one. He is offside, only by a little bit, but Liverpool stay off the ball. Gravenberch has to go and close him down. You cannot allow him. Look, that's how close it was. So you think to yourselves, right, come on, we need to play forward. We need to move forward. Liverpool kept on going backwards. This is the weirdest chance ever. Virgil van Dijk just vacates Dembele. Tries to play him offside, Reed, doesn't he?
Yeah, but then they have to thank Szoboszlai and the goalkeeper. They'd made one great save and one great block. He's been huge from Alisson. I mean, this Liverpool team, they're lucky not to be 2 or 3-0 down with 10 men.
I mean, the goalkeeper's been magnificent, hasn't he?
Tremendous. I mean, this is brilliant. Again, he's been a thorn in this Liverpool side in the first 45 minutes. He's proved he's to be worth every single penny of that 70 million that they paid Napoli. I mean, at this level,
Arne Slot's going to have to earn his money now, isn't he? Because they have to liven up. They kept on going backwards with the ball, Liverpool. Safe pass. You can't do that at PSG because they're moving forward constantly. If you start going backwards, they're going to just keep on going. They've got pace all over the pitch and energy, so they need a big reboot and start again.
And they've been brave. They played the ball forward here. It's a direct ball straight over the top.
I can't believe Rio is.
I can't believe how lucky Liverpool are here. How VAR have not picked this up. If you barred shoulder to shoulder, I get it. He's barging basically in the middle of the 2 numbers on his back between his shoulder blades.
Yeah, it's a foul. It's a foul. I mean, he was fortunate because the referee has already given the decision, and that's what swayed it. Was it a clear and obvious error? Referee's given it. They think not, but he's very fortunate. He does that a couple of times, Canate, and he got away with one big time this evening.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it is still 11v11 here for the second half, and it is goalless.